Hi guys, and welcome back to Yoga with Chewbacca. So this sequence is going to be developing the glutes, the booty, the butt muscles. So why is it important to have strong glutes? Well, it's important to have strong glutes for proper postural alignment, but it also helps with runners, with propulsion. It stabilizes lower back, so when you come into lifting, it's one of the stabilizing muscles with the lower back, and also helps in stabilizing single stance or single leg stance movements. So yeah, it's quite an important area of the body to keep nice and strong, besides it also looking great. So I'll take you through some quick exercises, and they're not going to be small by any stretch of the imagination. Quick exercises that I routinely, basically a couple of times a week, take myself through, just to keep myself nice and activated for running, because I enjoy running, but also with walking and keeping my posture in great shape. So as always, you don't need any equipment for these classes. Optional resistance bands you could use, but otherwise this is going to be a pretty sweaty flow in any case. So just make sure you have a nice area around you, so you can take yourself into and out of the poses without knocking into stuff. And we're going to start laying on our backs. I'm just going to, as always, tune into the breath first and foremost. So using any bolsters under your head, like natural hair cushions like this, it makes it really nice to sort of relax into the breath poses at the very beginning. So taking your feet out to the long edges of the mat and just allow your knees to dip inwards, just a nice relax the lower back to start. And you can either have your palms down to the ground faced up, or you can have them on your belly, just to feel the movement of the air through your body. So at this point in time, just relaxing and just noticing your breath, noticing how it feels entering and leaving your body. And we can draw upon our breath to build the strength in our body as well. So the greater our awareness for breath, it means that we have a greater capacity for strength as well. So it's important to tune into your breath, just to bring you to the present moment, but also to connect your body to your mind. And now from here, as you inhale, I want you to forcefully inhale and allow your belly to rise. And then as you exhale, the belly falls back down towards the spine, and you can slightly contract those abdominal muscles, and that will help us later on with stabilizing our core into and out of poses. So inhaling, feeling the rib cage now and the belly expand up and out. And exhale, the belly falls, the chest falls. So one more round in your own breath, and just noticing, filling every single corner and expanse of your lung, and feeling that diaphragm sink down into the belly to allow it to balloon up and out. And then as you exhale, the belly falls, the diaphragm lifts back into the chest, and the ribs fall back down as well. So from here, you're going to take your knees in towards your chest, just rock from side to side, just going to warm up the lower back muscles. Maybe just taking your knees with either hand and just moving your hips around, because it's important to get the hips nice and loose and mobilized for these exercises. And the very first exercise we're going to take ourselves into, we're going to hop straight into it because this practice is quite brief as the rest, is bridge poses and alternating leg bridge pose. So taking our feet down to the ground, a short distance away from your body, about hip width distance apart, and you're going to have your palms face down onto the mat beside you. And as always, we're going to take 15 regular bridge lifts, and then we're going to alternate single leg. So as you inhale, you're going to take your hips up, squeezing through the glutes, minding the muscle, but keeping your knees together. Exhale, taking it down. Inhale, this is 2, squeeze. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, really keep that mind, 6, in the muscles that you're working, 7, keeping the knees parallel, driving through the heels, this is 9, keeping the core nice and active too, 10, so it's 5 more, 11, you should really feel the burn, 12, a good burn, 13, 14, and this last one, I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to take that right knee in, grabbing it with the left hand. I'm going to take your right hand behind your head. So now your head's lifted off the ground. And we're going to come down for 15 on the left leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really driving through the heels. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, that left glute, 15, swapping the legs, so grabbing the left knee with your right hand, have left hand behind the head, keeping that chin tucked in so it keeps a good alignment of the body, tailbone is tucked, coming down, drive through the right heel for 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you'll notice I've sped up, 8 to get through it nice and quick, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, taking it down, hug the knees in towards the chest, holy moly, oh, okay, cool, yeah, so immediately you can feel that in the glutes. We don't want to stretch them out too much, we want to keep the blood in the area so it's nice and healed, so we're going to rock ourselves up and take it over to all fours. So take your time, coming into all fours. And again, if you can actually see anything past your hair, if it's anything like mine, you want to have your wrists directly below your shoulders as always. Index fingers are parallel with each other. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. Your knees now below your hips. And your toes are untucked. So I'm going to take a couple of simple cat-cows to mobilize. So inhale, drop the belly down, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the belly button up towards the spine, head drops. Inhale, gaze forward, exhale, head drops, belly button lifts. 1 more. Inhale, gaze forward, exhale. So from here, we're going to place the awareness in that left hand. We're going to extend that left leg back, right arm forward. So we don't want to sag the belly down. We want to engage the core, tucking the tailbone in, really squeezing through that left glute. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, squeeze that glute. Exhale. So we're going to do 10 of these. 3, 4, keep those lower ribs knitted down. 5, don't sink into that left shoulder, press the ground away. 8, 9, and 10. Placing that right hand down, keep the left leg elevated, we're going to extend it back behind us. And as we exhale this time, we're going to punch holes through the ceiling with our heels for 15. So we're going to do 1, we're going to pulse. 2, 3, keep that core engaged, don't sag it down. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to return that back down to the ground this time, placing our awareness into that right hand. We're going to extend that right leg backwards and left arm forwards again. Press into the ground through that right shoulder, engage that core so you're nice and aligned. Heel, the foot is flexed. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. 2, 3, squeeze that right glute at the back always. Extend. 5, 6, 7, 8, pressing to the fingertips of that right hand. 9, and 10. Return that left hand down. Extend that right heel up to the ceiling. Again, no sagging the belly. It's quite easy to fall into that position. So engage the core, squeeze that right glute, and 15 heels to the ceiling. So 1, 2, 3, press the ground away, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Big toes to touch, knees spread out nice and wide, sink back to the heels, just briefly for child's. Again, we don't want to stretch ourselves out too much here. We want to keep the blood in the muscle, so taking ourselves back up to all fours. Knees back underneath the hips, hands back underneath the shoulders, spread out wide the fingers. And this time we're going to extend that left knee out to the side. So I don't know if you can see me. You're not going to see my face, certainly, but we're going to take the left leg out to the side. I'm going to bring it back to center. So keeping your hips as stable as possible, the whole body as stable as possible. You only really want to move this hip joint out to the side. So it could be quite limited. You might only come to here, and that's fine. But we're going to take it nice and slow. So we're going to do 10 raises to the side, lateral raises. So we're going to 1, 2. So we're working the outsides of the glute muscle. 3. Core is nice and active. 4, 5, nice and slow, 6, 7, 8, no need for a resistance band to this one, guys, it's going to be 9, just hard enough. Okay, 10, just taking it to the other side this time, bringing your breath back to center and extending the right leg out. So 1, try and keep the hips as neutral as possible. 2, I felt them pop up a bit then. 3, 4, 5, press the ground away. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, great. So take yourselves back briefly to child's. Just for a bit of a breather. I'm going to come over now onto our sides. So it's going to be a similar movement, similar sort of exercise, but we're actually going to be targeting the adductors on the inside and the abductors on the outside. So the lower leg is going to be targeting the outside and the inside, and the top leg is going to be targeting the outside. So taking our elbows to the ground, make sure you're nice and comfortable here. Again, not sinking into the shoulder, pressing the world away, engaging your core. And we're going to tip ourselves forward. So it might help to have your hand, your right hand now, if you're on your left side, on top of your left. And we're going to have the lower leg bent, and the top leg's going to be straight. So we're going to do 15 hip raises. So the hips are going to come all the way down, the core is engaged, pressing the ground away, and that top leg is really nice and active, as is the bottom leg. So taking ourselves up, down, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'll show you from the back angle so you can see my spinal alignment. So again, this bottom leg now, if you're on the right side, the bottom right leg is bent, the bottom foot is flexed, top leg is nice and active, core is active. I'm pressing the ground away. Top hand is on top of the right hand, so coming down, touch the ground with your hip, and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Oh my goodness. Coming into child's pose. One more time here. So you'll notice is you're tipping yourself forward in the sideline hip raise. If you tip yourself too far back, you're targeting your back and you're switching off your core. You want to work the sort of top part of your glutes and keep your core active as well. It sort of compromises your back if you tilt yourself upwards. So from here, we're going to find ourselves in a seated position, and we're just going to gently stretch out the glutes, just a little bit in case it's fired them up and contract them a little bit too much. So we're going to take your right foot in front, so it's your right shin is parallel, I can't speak, your right shin is parallel to the short edge of the front of your mat, and then just internally rotate the left leg, so the left shin now is parallel to the long edge of your mat. So the way it should look is, I'll just turn to face you, it should look like 90-90. So the front leg 90, back leg 90. I'm just going to lean out over that front leg, inhale, so it's like a double pigeon, inhaling, drawing yourself up nice and tall, exhale over that front leg, inhale, taking it up, gently exhale, take it down, one more time, inhale, take it up, and exhale, taking it down. So you should really feel this beautiful stretch down your right glute. Inhale, take it up, and just simply from here, take your hands behind you, taking your feet up. I don't actually have the space on this side, so take your feet up, and it should nicely align if you just swap your knees over to the other side. So again, finding yourself in 90-90. You're going to inhale, draw yourself up nice and tall with that front left leg this time, keeping both feet flexed so that the knees are safe. There's no sort of laziness in the lower body. Exhale over the front left leg. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale, stretch it out through the left glute. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale. Good, so from here I'm going to walk it back. I'm going to do a final breathing meditation to finish. So just going to take ourselves down to the ground. We're going to do 10 slow bridge pulses, working with our breath. So palms, this time facing up to the ceiling, so draw some space across your chest. So we're going to close down the eyes. Inhale, lift the hips above the ground. Squeeze through the glutes. And exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fall. Inhale, this is 3. Exhale, fall. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale. Inhale, this is halfway. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, keeping those knees nice and parallel. Inhale, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, core active. Inhale, this is 9. And final inhale. Exhale, take the knees in towards the chest. Hug it from side to side. Maybe take happy baby. And that is the end of the booty workout. You can do that sequence if you are really hardcore and really want to get some booty gains, and do that sequence a couple more times. Or you can add it on to the end of your yoga sequence. But otherwise, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please leave any comments in the box below. Any feedback is always welcome, positive or negative, and I look forward to teaching you again soon. Thank you.